Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, your favorite tarot reader. And in today's reading, we're doing a reading on will he come back? And if yes, I'm going to include a timing of when he will come back or reach out. This is going to be an ultra honest reading, so be ready for the truth here in the answer. I know a lot of you always request X, no contact readings, so this is a reading for those that are wondering if the person will come back and reach out. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with the psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and a bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable, phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free. For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that'd be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals, but that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. So getting back to your pile selection and reading, for pile 1, we have the red cat's eye heart with the lovers showing up reverse. For pile 2, we have rose quartz with the 10 of cups. And for pile 3, we have blue lace agate with the 9 of cups showing up reverse. So take a look at the piles we have with this person in mind and see which one you're most drawn to. That will be a pile for today, so I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick one. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. And if you're still struggling to pick a pile, then you can pause the video and I will see you there. Hi, Pile 1. If you chose the red cat's eye heart with the Lover's card showing up reverse, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at will he come back? And if yes, then when? So I'm going to give an honest reading and an honest answer. So let's get straight into it. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. So, confirmation that this is your pile. You can keep this person in mind while I shuffle and tell you about what I see so far. So I am seeing that some of you could have had a relationship with this person that was not official. So it's reminding me of a situationship. And that's basically what I'm intuitively getting from this Lover's reverse. Or I was hearing for some of you, maybe you guys liked each other and you guys had that spark and connection there, but never admitted your feelings for one another, right? So there was something that you guys both felt there, but you never admitted it or took it to the next level. Or for some of you, maybe there was some kind of lack of commitment in this relationship. And I do think that that played out in a way, if you relate with that, maybe it kind of triggered some self-worth wounds for you. Because maybe you questioned why this person didn't want to commit or wasn't showing any signs of commitment. I see some kind of runner-chase dynamic, but I also see a very passionate connection full of chemistry, attraction, and passion, especially in the bedroom. So we have the World card and we have the Tower. This connection likely ended abruptly. There was some kind of rise of drama or chaos leading up to the end of this connection. And I think that both of you could feel that energy rising and then climaxing to a full halt or full stop, if that makes sense. You could have possibly ended on bad terms here, and the connection likely could have ended due to a lack of compatibility in what either of you both want, or you just couldn't make it work at the time. Doesn't mean you can't make it work in the future. We'll see what I pick up on in a minute, but basically what I am picking up was at that time you guys just felt like it wasn't gonna work. Maybe there was some kind of mutual agreement here, or both of you kind of felt a little bit relieved when this did end, because not that you didn't love each other, but because of the drama ending and the chaos ending, and there's like the sigh of release, like finally I have peace. Maybe some of you kind of clashed with each other, or beliefs or viewpoints clashed, or what you wanted clashed. Something like that is coming through for some of you. And maybe for some of you, it ended because of the drama, because of fighting, not being able to see eye to eye at the time or make things work at the time. Or maybe at the time we were young and not mature enough to handle these situations with emotional maturity, right? So again, highs and lows, almost an addictive love. Some of you could, or this person could deal with some kind of stomach issue. This connection almost made you feel, again, like high off the love, addictive in some way. Like you guys were very, very attached to one another, even if this was a short relationship that didn't even lead to something, just kind of fell apart before it was leading to something. You guys were very attached to each other, and I pick up that this person still is attached to you despite the ending here. So let's check the question, will they come back? That was just a little confirmation so that you know that this is your pile. And I do see Libra here, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries. I mentioned Taurus, I think, Aquarius. Scorpio and Aries are coming up quite prominently with Gemini too. maybe some earth sign energy. So that could be confirmation of your sign, their sign. So in terms of the question, are they coming back? We have the Two of Cups reversed. And we have the Star. Okay, so I'm getting a not right now. And the reason I say so, I'm going to explain to you why I'm coming to this conclusion. The Two of Cups reverse can represent a separation, right? But the Star here tells me that there's still hope. So it's more so coming through as a not right now. However, that's what I'm getting from the cards. However, when I connected to the energy, before I even said hi to you guys, this is going to sound really strange, but sometimes this happens. I will kind of like zone out and look at my table. Sometimes I'll see words within my table, and then sometimes I'll get visions in my mind's eye as I'm like preparing to say hi to you guys. So I was seeing letters saying just say yes. So that's making me think that maybe eventually it could become a yes where this person does reach out, but I don't feel like it's right now. I feel like the separation is kind of extended in a way, like more than you want it to be, where you want to get back with a person right now, but the separation isn't allowing that to happen, right? But the answer here is to not lose hope with a Star, because Moldavite is a tektite that brings change. So I'm getting that the outcome will change, although it looks hopeless right now, the situation. And although it looks like this person's moving on and as if there's no love there, there is still love there beneath the surface that this person has for you. And I do think they are still attached to you, like I said before. I feel like spiritually, this break between the two of you is necessary for your own growth and development and for your own healing with the Star. Both of you are given an opportunity and a chance to work on yourselves, to heal, to grow, to look back at past mistakes and what we maybe did wrong and see how we can maybe fix it, or see how we can maybe deal with it in a better way, in a more mature way in future. And I do feel like this person still needs to do some kind of inner work or growth, where it's almost like the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is spiritually holding this person back from you because they still have some inner work to do. I was also seeing, now, I don't want to get your hopes up, so I don't say that this message resonates for everybody. For those that feel it resonates. Now, I don't want to feed in into any delusions that anyone might have, but this is what I was genuinely seeing before I even started your reading. I saw a vision of two people getting married and exchanging rings, so I don't know, maybe there is a possibility for that in the future. I'm not going to say it's a definite, this is your definite future spouse, because I don't want to put definites on the energy that I'm seeing, but I do think that there is potential here with the Star to maybe form into a deeper connection than what you once had. Like maybe the second time around, if you guys try again, it actually lasts this time because maybe you're more mature, maybe you're better equipped to handle these difficult situations, or maybe we've are healing something within our connection and working through it with the Star. So why this is showing up this way, I feel like there is a strong mutual emotional energy. This was a real connection. Although it had its ups and downs and had its cons and its pros, it was not a perfect connection, but it was real. There is still some kind of healing that could potentially take place, and a wish could potentially be fulfilled here. After this emotional distance and separation ends, I feel like you guys will be slow to come back to one another, because I still feel heartbreak in my heart chakra. So both of you are still quite heartbroken over whatever happened between the two of you. I'm hearing Justin Bieber's Never Say Never. That's so weird. Yeah, so I see you guys slowly getting back together. I think it's going to take time, but let's see if I can get an exact timing through tarot. So show me an estimate timing of when this separation and no contact could potentially end, and when he will come back to my pile number ones. The Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm getting Cancer season intuitively. I know that's not from the cards, but that's what I'm getting intuitively. Also, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing bats, which reminds me of Halloween. So possibly around October, Halloween time. For some of you, the Hierophant. Remember, this is a collective reading, so I'm just giving different timings because there's different people watching. The Hierophant makes me think Taurus season as well, which is around April 20th to May 20th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm getting late Virgo season, August 23rd to September 23rd. And for some of you, I'm getting 2 months, 5 months, 7 months. I'm getting February, July, and May. Yeah, May is coming up quite strongly. Or some kind of timing to do with the number 5. For some of you, I'm getting approximately 1 to 2 years if it takes really long. I guess the timing will depend on how quickly we learn our lessons here with the Hierophant, because we do have some soul lessons to learn before we re-enter this connection. I do feel like this person will only come back if they have worked on themselves and healed, because like I said, the universe, God, is spiritually protecting you from being in this relationship before you're both ready. Because I feel like both of you need to be mature enough with the Hierophant to handle these situations while balancing your emotions, your head and your heart. Your head and your heart need to be on the same page, and both of you need to still learn some lessons and find inner wisdom from whatever we did wrong previously. So with the Five of Swords at the back of the deck, there is some kind of regret here that's felt by this person. I also felt that intuitively at the beginning of your reading. So this person does need to work through some of their guilt and see how they could potentially do better in future. Now, although there is hope in this connection, work still needs to be done on this connection. So when you guys get together, you guys need to communicate, handle these situations and your communication with maturity and wisdom, and where you don't allow your emotions to control you or allow yourself to react in a way you wouldn't want to react. So I feel like even though there is hope, Spirit is reminding you that if you do choose to get back with this person, then you need to also be willing to put in the work to heal this connection with them. And they also need to do so. They need to also prove to you that they want to do that and put in the effort. One person can't heal this connection all on their own. Both of you need to do it together. Okay, and then we have the Page of Pentacles reverse with the Six of Pentacles. I want to get one more card, the Hermit. So it seems like you guys are kind of being separated and isolated from each other spiritually right now. There's a spiritual reason for it, even though you don't know the reason, even though it feels like this desire isn't going away, even though you can't see where this person's head is at. I feel like the message here is to have hope with the Star and to go within and use this time to get to know yourself and to self-reflect with the Hermit. Maybe also gaining self-awareness or mindfulness, unlearning certain behaviors or beliefs that maybe hold us back from experiencing a healthy love with the Page of Pentacles reverse. Focusing within instead of towards the outside. I do also feel like if some of you had that runner-chaser dynamic, when you stop chasing after this person, that's when they come in. Okay, because I see like one person chasing the other running, and then as soon as they stop chasing, that other person chases. It's just the energy switching back around because you guys already have that dynamic. If you resonate with that, that's why I'm seeing that. So how he feels right now, he still has deep emotions, but he's cautious and possibly dealing with practical matters like work and stability. He wants to make sure he's more stable before coming forward. I do also think he has some emotions to work through and some self-awareness to gain. And I do think that this alone period is necessary for both of you. I feel like both of you, maybe this won't resonate with everybody, but for some of you, both of you haven't really allowed yourself to be single through breakups. Like maybe you always like went and dated the next person and never really gave yourself time to heal. And I feel like this is the time to heal and process. He could reach out during a moment of clarity or emotional vulnerability. When he has a big realization, maybe possibly at a time where he's feeling a lot of guilt and regret, and maybe possibly at a time where he feels like he's grown and he's maybe put his negative emotions to the side, process them, and he feels ready to maybe try this a second time around. You will all of a sudden see a lot of effort from him, but I want to say make sure that effort isn't not consistent. Okay, make sure that effort is consistent. Make sure it's not just like them trying to win you back and putting in a lot of effort and then stopping and slowing down with that, because I feel like that could be a red flag. So the message is to take it slow when you're rekindling things, if that does happen, which most likely could potentially happen in the future. Like I said, there is hope here. It's a no right now, but I do think the future does hold some kind of change here potentially. So this new beginning will be a slow rebuild focused on trust, emotional alignment, and mutual support. He wants something lasting, not impulsive. And I feel like both of you will be putting in a lot of effort, as well as maybe getting to know another side of each other that you've never seen before. I feel like the second time around, there's maybe more vulnerability. We're maybe less guarded around each other. Maybe a little guarded in the beginning before we build trust again. But maybe a lot of the times in the relationship, we feel like we're maybe closer than we were before in the future. That's what I see. So that is all I have for you, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Rose Quartz heart with the 10 of Cups card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at will he come back, and when, if yes. So this is going to be an honest reading. Let's get straight into it. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. So straight away as I tap into the energy, I'm hearing a song called I don't know if it's called Self-Love or Self-Care, one of the two, by Savannah Christina. And I felt this wave of peace overcome me. So maybe after this breakup or separation or no contact situation, you guys have been focusing on self-love and self-care and pouring that love back into you. So we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm just going to give a quick confirmation that this is your pal before I tell you your answer. So this connection likely started very rushed. I want to say this person came in very hot, came in very fast. They were very straightforward in the beginning. And it feels like they kind of rushed into this connection or rushed things with you a little bit. Or you guys kind of like skipped a few steps within dating or love where things just happened really fast between the two of you. However, I do feel like the connection quickly became very serious with the Knight of Pentacles, and it was something that lasted quite some time. So you could have been together with this person for more than a few years for some of you, maybe even 10 years for some of you. Like, I feel like this was a just very serious relationship, and this relationship helped build, I don't want to say some character, but I feel like this relationship kind of likely helped you in more than one area of your life, where it served you well for a long period of time before it ended. It's kind of like this relationship elevated you in some way in your life. It helped you build on your personality. It like, I don't want to say that it built on your personality, but I'm trying to explain this energy properly. Let's just say you grew a lot in this connection. You found parts of yourself you never knew existed in this connection. You built something stable with this person, although it felt rushed and quick in the beginning. But it may have ended in heartbreak with the Three of Swords at the back of the deck. Or you guys may have hurt each other at times or disappointed each other at times. This connection felt like something that was grounding, stable, comfortable at the moment. This person felt like a best friend to you, someone you could talk to about anything. It's like you guys were just so comfortable around each other and you guys had a lot in common. This person could have likely spoiled you or given you some kind of queen or king treatment in some way. Like, this person was valuable to you in some way. Not that you were using them, that's not what I mean, but like they brought value into your life and they treated you in a way that felt gentle, respectful, but also healthy. I do feel like this connection could have grown more, could have been something that lasted longer, but somehow things didn't go that way. Because I do feel like in the future of your connection, you guys had potential to be endgame in some ways, what I'm hearing from Spirit. And you guys had potential to become even closer and kind of just grow together in some way, grow old together. But I feel like for some reason it didn't happen that way. So let's see what the answer is. So zodiac signs, I see prominent earth sign energy with 2 Pentacles cards showing up. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus could be your sign, their sign. Pisces, and I'm seeing fire signs. I see that this person could have made some kind of promise to you, and I see that some of you could be in your 30s, or this person could be in their 30s. Just, it doesn't have to resonate with everybody, but I'm just seeing that for someone here. 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups reverse, and the Hierophant. Okay, so the answer here is quite interesting. I do think this person will be back, but I do feel like they're going to be the one to put in effort first. You're not necessarily going to be the one to reach out first. I do feel like the separation might still continue for a little bit longer, where maybe it's kind of like a slow burner in some way, like you slowly get back together. Like I see this person maybe like waiting a little bit longer to reach out or to start communication with you again. And when you guys start communicating, it's kind of going to just be this person putting an effort, almost like rebuilding with you in some way. And it's almost like that's going to happen for some period of time before you make things official again. It's kind of like you're opening up to each other again. having conversations again, possibly getting to know where the other person's head is at. And I feel like you're going to have those mature, deep conversations before anything happens romantically between the two of you, right? So your answer here is yes, but it's going to take time. Some of you could have blocked this person for the time being, and that could be what's causing the separation to be going on longer. But I do feel like for some of you, you've blocked this person, but they're still gonna try reach out in another way. Like maybe they're gonna try email you or try see you in person. I don't know. But I'm kind of getting from the Six of Pentacles, like they will try and kind of put in the extra effort and go the extra mile to get in touch with you again if this is something that happened, if you did block them. So why not right now? I'm asking Spirit for clarification on that through my clairvoyance. If you guys had to get back together right now, there could potentially be this energy where we go on some kind of emotional roller coaster. So for some of you, I'm seeing possibly there could still be some anger here, some things to kind of work through, like more negative emotions like anger, where if we were to get back together right now, we would be adding fuel to the fire, especially if there was maybe a fight that happened in the end of your connection. If that is not the case, the reason why this is taking a little bit longer than expected is because this person is focusing on themselves right now, focusing on bettering their life, focusing on making money, going to the gym, getting healthy. You and this person could, I don't want to say this, but it's coming through. You and this person could possibly explore or enjoy your single life before coming back together, where maybe, and I don't want to say this, but I'm just going to say it because it's coming through. I feel like maybe some of you need to hear this, especially if this person's maybe like dating someone new, because I feel like you guys are kind of going to explore other people, not anything serious. If there are like some flings, then maybe, but I feel like you guys are kind of going to explore your single lives before you come back together. And I feel like we're just not ready to open those doors yet. Spirit isn't exactly telling me why we're not ready to open those doors, but Spirit is showing me that both of you right now need to focus on yourselves. You needing to focus on peace and finding that peace within without seeking wholeness externally. Self-love, all those things we spoke about before. What is blocking it right now? I see mental entrapment, fear of change, possibly in another connection or seeing other people. Feels like he can't or won't make the effort to break free from a negative cycle, not right now, or maybe he's not ready to yet. There could have been possible codependency here. And maybe for some of you, there's an energy here of a feeling of being abandoned in some way. I don't know if that's you or him I'm picking up on. He may think about you often, but in a way that brings guilt, fear, or even jealousy. He also feels like he needs to mature a little bit. Okay, so when is this going to potentially happen? So we have the Judgment card. We have the Strength card in reverse. I'm getting the month November for some of you. Like towards the middle to end of November. For some of you, I'm getting that this person could just reach out of nowhere on some kind of like special occasion. So let's say, for example, they just like reach out of nowhere and it's your birthday and they're like, happy birthday. Or let's say it is Christmas and they're like, wishing you Merry Christmas. It doesn't have to be that specifically, but I'm seeing like some kind of special occasion where they use that as an excuse to talk to you. Does that make sense? Or I see someone like swiping up on Instagram and maybe looking at your stories and then responding to your story and trying to almost like jump into your DMs, pretending like nothing happened. You know, like when someone tries to message you and they're so casual and nonchalant about it, where they just like jump into your DM and they're not like, oh, you know, I've been thinking about the past and blah, blah, blah. They don't mention the past. They just like talk to you as if nothing happened, like no separation happened, no breakup happened. Like that's kind of the energy I see for some of you. For some of you, I get that this person has already considered reaching out recently or in the past, but for some reason chose not to, felt like they weren't ready for that. Or maybe they couldn't, like let's say they were blocked. Or maybe they shied out of it. Like let's say they were about to send you a text message, but they got nervous and kind of chickened out. So I'm also getting Leo season. I'm getting it will take some time, but not that long. Like I don't feel like it's gonna be over a year. Maybe a few months, but not a year. So I got Leo season, which is July 23rd to August 22nd. So it's already this time period. Okay. Oh no, blonde moment. Sorry, it's June right now. Okay, next month, from next month. And then I also picked up on the middle to end of November. I am also getting, for some of you, I'm getting October, the 10th month, or in 10 months. I'm also getting the number 1. So maybe for some of you, it is like in a month. For some of you, I see him emailing you or even traveling to you. Like let's say he lives in another city or country, he may like travel to you or travel to you by car if you're close to one another. He may also watch from a distance before he reaches out because I see his eyes on you. Like I'm looking at his energy clairvoyantly and I see him looking at you with some kind of attraction, some kind of realization that that attraction has never left and has possibly gotten stronger. And there's a feeling here of maybe I've tried to explore other relationships, but nothing felt like it stuck the way you stuck to me in some way. Like they kind of realize their feelings and it hits them like a lightning bolt. Now I'm seeing Aries season in my mind's eye. So that is March 20th to April 19th next year. So I guess Spirit is just saying this isn't the right time right now, or it's not the time or place right now, but I do feel like when you guys are ready for that, there will be some kind of conversation where we maybe hold each other accountable for things that happened in the past or talk about that or apologize about that. If that's not applicable, then maybe we're just getting vulnerable and having heart-to-heart conversations about the past before things progress. So I do see that happening in the future. And I do think in the future, you guys will feel closer. You guys will be more vulnerable around each other. You'll kind of like open up your hearts to one another in a way that hasn't been there before. Like that love has been there before, but not to the intensity I feel this time around. And second time around, when you guys, like if this does happen, I feel like it's gonna be a whole lot more passionate as well. Like maybe there's going to be some period of time where you can't keep your hands off each other. And you guys are gonna feel more seen around each other during this new beginning if you guys do get back together. So that's why I'm going to leave your reading. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Hi Palsby, if you chose the Blue Lace Agate Crystal Heart and the Nine of Cups reversed, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at will he come back? And if yes, when? So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. So this is going to be a super honest reading. I'm not going to hold back on what I see. So this person has already questioned whether this decision was the right decision. When the ending happened between the two of you, there was kind of like a doubt within this person where they didn't know if it was the right decision or not. Like, if they chose to break up with you, maybe they kind of questioned if that was the right decision, right? And if you broke up with them, then maybe they questioned if you were making the right decision. That's basically what I see. I also see with the Nine of Cups showing up reverse. By the way, you can keep this person in mind while I shuffle. I also see with the Nine of Cups reverse, you perhaps didn't get the outcome you wanted with this person. You perhaps had certain expectations that weren't met within this connection, and you perhaps felt like this person didn't give you what you want. Maybe you almost felt like you were settling in this relationship. It was comfortable and familiar, but it didn't give you the love you were looking for. So 8 of Cups reversed, that's confirmation. I think this person does still miss you, does still question if this is like truly over, because the 8 of Cups reversed, how I'm reading this in this reading, is like, I'm questioning, are we truly over? Have we truly let go of this? Have we truly walked away? Because upright, I would read it differently. But reverse, I'm reading it as maybe it's not truly the end. Or at least that's how it feels for both of you. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse, the Three of Pentacles reverse, and the World. So I'm just giving a quick confirmation that this is your pal before we get into the answer. So this person feels like they've lost you in some way or fumbled the bag, and they could possibly be thinking, would I get a second chance if I tried? They do think about you with nostalgia, maybe even regret, and there is like a longing here. I see him wanting to test the waters. He may not come in with a grand gesture, but I see him being sincere, but we'll see, will he come back? Right now, I just see that you guys broke up because, or had an ending here or no contact because of the fact that he was not valuing you or making you feel chosen in a way. Maybe for some of you, he was wishy-washy, he didn't know what he wanted, and you had to leave to protect your own heart. Whereas for some of you, maybe this ended because of something he did or said that he almost like lost you in a way or took you for granted in a way. I see him like having a lack of effort with you. You not feeling like this person's truly like investing into you, you know? And you also didn't want to beg this person to take you seriously or to invest into the relationship. For some of you, I hear that this person started acting single while being in a relationship with you. That won't resonate with everybody. Or had a wandering eye. For some of you, not all. They're wondering if you guys are truly moving on, or if there are still feelings here, or if there is possibly a chance for a second chance. So let's see, will he actually come back? So potential zodiac signs I see here. There's prominent fixed sign energy, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. That can be your sign, their sign. Prominent earth sign energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So Pisces is also coming up strongly. I'm also seeing this person could have been a little bit immature at the time you were together. And there could have been like huge fights here. in some way due to their immaturity. Some of you almost felt like this person was like a man-child or something like that. That's just what I see in my mind's eye. For some of you, this person could have been born in winter, or you guys could have started a relationship around winter, or winter is just coming up for some reason. Because I saw the word winter in my mind's eye. Okay, so will he actually come back? So we have the Sun with the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords reversed. So he won't want to hear this answer, but this is the truth of what I see. He will come back, and I do think you already intuitively know that. He's not coming back with honest intentions. Ace of Swords reversed and Five of Swords makes me think that his intentions aren't pure. And he may almost like try to lie to you, or try to sell you dreams, or tell you things you want to hear, but it's not genuine or sincere. So he will try to come back, and you likely may be very happy, overjoyed to see this person want to come back and try a second time and get a second chance, because maybe that's something you longed for, and that's okay. It's okay to, miss somebody, but I don't think it would be in your best interest to take this person back, because I just don't see this person changing. I just don't see them being honest. I see them bringing you back into those same toxic cycles. Sometimes the Five of Swords can also represent someone being petty or getting revenge. So I could read this in this type of reading as someone coming back. Let's say you broke up with him, for example, and he felt heartbroken by that. And now he's coming back, stringing you along, then breaking up with you to get revenge, to kind of put it back in your face, hurt you back. Which to me rubs me the wrong way. I don't like that if that is the case. It doesn't have to be that you broke up with him, but I'm just using that as an example. But I just think he's not coming back from a grown, mature place. He's still stuck in those immature kind of mindsets about love, right? So I just don't see this person changing, and I just don't see this being fulfilling the second time around. You may feel disappointed the second time around. Like, why did I even waste my time waiting for this person? Because I see you eventually realizing like this person isn't changing. It's just like we're going through the same cycles we went through before. And it just feels like deja vu, and you're filled with a sense of regret where you're like, why did I take this person back? Because I'm still not getting what I want. So I think the reason why Spirit is telling you this in advance is because maybe you feel some kind of gut feeling at the time he tries to come back with the High Priestess at the back of the deck, but you feel like something's off in your gut feeling, but maybe you choose to ignore it and take him back anyway because you're so overjoyed here with the Sun, but you don't see maybe the red flags, or you overlook some red flags. So the thing is, sometimes we can miss somebody, but that doesn't always mean they're good for us. So I feel like you need to focus on your healing journey and really think about if this is truly what you want, because I don't think you need to settle for a relationship that constantly disappoints you or doesn't meet your expectations, or even worse, a person that isn't coming with honest intentions. You don't deserve that, pile 3. Of course, you always have a choice and a free will here. You do want this person to change with the Death card, but that is their choice. And the thing is, we can't control someone or force someone to change. They're going to have to try to do that on their own. And the thing is, us wanting this person to change may be coming from a place of ego rather than true love. Now, hear me out. Please don't shoot the messenger, but this is how the message is coming through, that this is not something that your heart truly desires or that your soul truly desires. It's a part of your ego that almost wants to be chosen or feel good enough or feel like, oh, he came back, so that means, you know, there's something amazing about me. Part of your ego wants some kind of validation from him still, and I feel like it's not a true heart desire, if that makes sense. I also see him possibly being a man that just uses you in some way, or takes from you in some way, or you feel like you lose yourself in this relationship, or maybe you felt like that before, like this person took away your spark in some way. So although this person wants a second chance, the message here is yes, they will come back, but I don't think you should give them a second chance. Like I said, you do have free will, so let's check a timing. The Ace of Wands, the Magician, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles here, it's making me think possibly in the next Earth sign season, which could potentially be Virgo season, or maybe Capricorn season, like December, January. Virgo season, August 23rd to this September 22nd. I said December, my mistake, but maybe for some of you, something's happening around December time. So Capricorn season is December 22nd to January 19th, if I'm not mistaken. And then I also see, for some of you, the Ace of Wands maybe makes me think a short time frame, maybe within a week or a few weeks for some of you. Like this could happen pretty fast. Because maybe this person gets some kind of realization or clarity. And I feel like for some of you, they could reach out during a vulnerable moment. I'm specifically seeing a drunk text for some of you. Or they're on some kind of substance, or they're crying, or in a like particularly vulnerable state emotionally. I do also see that some of you, this person could message you late at night and almost like want a booty call from you, which doesn't sit right with me, but that's what I see. Like, let's say they are drunk and they just like want to be sexual, which is weird. I'm seeing 1555 on the clock, so this person may try to make it seem as though they've changed, even though they haven't. With the Magician here, there's like a little bit of a pretending manipulative energy. I don't always read the Magician as manipulative, but since we did say I don't see him changing or coming back with good intentions, and I see him like pretending to change, the Magician here can be read that way based off those other confirmations, right? I just feel like you need to cut off all contact or separate yourself from this person completely. Like that's the advice I'm getting from Spirit here, to be honest. Because with the Five of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck, they're still not giving you what you need. You're still feeling almost like unfulfilled in this relationship, like you're thirsting or hungering for more emotionally, but this person isn't giving it to you. Yeah, so that was your message. I do hope this resonated. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.